Hi, welcome to the Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm here to help you to heal your anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is that we need a better understanding of what is going on with us. We need to have a much deeper understanding of what's going on with us because most of us, we are kind of confused of what we are experiencing. We don't quite understand it. And I remember whenever I was going through my own anxiety disorder, how difficult it was because I didn't quite understand what was happening with me. I was kind of lost. I was kind of confused. I was actually very confused in what I was going through because this thing just seemed as if I went insane, as if I've lost it and that I have no more control over my life. And it was a very difficult thing to experience because, again, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on with me. And I would ask everybody that I would speak to. I would just start off the conversation whenever they was like, hey, what's going on? How's everything? I'm like, I don't know. Lately, I've been just feeling very weird. And I would explain to them what I'm experiencing. And they'll like look at me like I have no idea what you're talking about. And I even went to a few therapists that said that they really couldn't understand. And one of them he told me straight up, he was like, I have no idea what you're talking about and what you're going through. That really made me feel as if I went insane. And it made me feel like nobody understood me. That made me even feel worse. And like, hey, am I really insane? Did I lose it? Like, nobody knows what's going on with me. Nobody understands what's going on with me, let alone me. I feel like a completely different person. I'm experiencing all these symptoms. I no longer have an appetite. I cry for no reason. I'm very sensitive. I feel like I'm disconnected with myself and reality. I'm having panic attacks. Back then, I didn't know it was panic attacks. And I was just like, what am I? What's going on with me? Did I really just like lose it? I'm 20 years old. What's going to happen with me? I'm like, this is the way I'm going to be the rest of my life? This is torture. I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. So what happened is that whenever I finally found somebody who went through the same thing that I went through, who experienced an anxiety disorder and was able to control it, I was finally felt such a big relief because number one, I was able to connect with somebody finally who understood me. And number two, he was able to explain to me everything that I was experiencing and what I was experiencing. Because it's like a lot of people with health anxiety, we go to the doctor, right? We believe that there's something wrong with us. You know, that they're missing something, or we have a certain serious illness and they're just missing it, and we don't understand why we're experiencing certain symptoms and certain sensations. And, you know, we don't understand what's going on with us. So we go to the doctor and we try to get a certain answer, and they're like, oh, everything is fine. There's nothing wrong over here. Like, we get frustrated and like, at least find something, at least give me some sort of like explanation, because it helps me to calm down. And that's what helped me to calm down, to like, number one, someone explaining to me what was going on with me, what I was experiencing, and everything that he said was 100% true. I was like, whoa, this is exactly what I'm going through. This is exactly what I'm experiencing. Like, finally, somebody understands me. And he was able to give me a better understanding of what I was going through. It helped me to calm down tremendously to calm my anxiety down, to calm myself down and have some sort of hope, because I was really hopeless. And I was really hopeless what I was going through. So he really gave me hope and certain direction in a way of like, hey, you're not going insane. Hey, you didn't go insane. Hey, this is what's happening with you, which felt so good. So we want to have a better understanding of how anxiety works, because when we have a better understanding of how anxiety works, we're able to unveil its trick. We're able to unveil its illusion on us, because it's like a magic trick, like a magician. Whenever they're doing a magic trick, we don't understand how they do it. It's like, wow, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. But once they show us the trick, they unveil the illusion, and it's no longer amazing. It's no longer like, whoa, that's pretty cool, because now we understand how it works. So the same thing with anxiety. If we understand how anxiety works, we can stop it dead at its tracks. So if we, for example, are afraid of going to the mall or going places or whatever it is, we can stop our anxiety dead in its tracks because we understand, like, hey, what I'm experiencing right now is anxiety. That's what I am experiencing. It is not that I went insane. It is not that I'm actually dying. It's not because of A, B, and C, whatever your thought process is. It's not because of that. It's because of my anxiety. Now we understand, okay, now it's from my anxiety. How do I stop my anxiety? And then we learn and understand, okay, this is what I need to do in order to stop feeling anxious, to stop experiencing anxiety. So we're able to like have more control over it instead of like, hey, you know what? I have no idea what's going on with me. I have no idea how to control this thing. I have no idea what I'm experiencing. Is whatever I'm experiencing normal at all? For example, we have this certain thought that we're trying to push out and we're trying to fight the thought, but really we shouldn't even be paying attention to the thought and really being paying attention to its underlying issue of where it's coming from. Because if we're able to fix that, we're able to heal that, the thought doesn't come anymore. But a lot of us, we're trying to deal with the thoughts. We're trying to push out the thoughts. Like, for example, like, what if I have a panic attack? Or what if I faint? And we're trying to give in evidence and we're trying to bring in like scenarios, or we're trying to like say to ourselves, no, we're fine. It's not going to happen. Or like, what if it really happens and it paralyzes us? So we just focus on that. But instead, we need to change our focus more onto the real issue, which is our anxiety. So if we're able to heal that, we won't have thoughts of like, what if I faint? Or what if I have a panic attack? Or what if I die? Or what if I crack my head open? Or what if A, B, and C is going to happen? All negatively. We won't have those thoughts anymore because we dealt with the core issue. We dealt with the core problem, which is the anxiety. So we want to understand what's happening with us. We want to understand how anxiety works so that we can unveil its trick and stop it dead in its track. And we also want to know how to stop it properly and not paying attention to the thoughts or trying to control the sensations or trying to control the feelings, because they are more powerful than us. And what we need to do is that we need to bring back the right tools and techniques in order for us to deal with our anxiety and know how to stop feeling those physical sensations, those emotions, those thoughts. So we're able to like stop having those whenever we deal with the core issue, which is our anxiety, not the surface level issues. Because a lot of us, we deal with more with the surface levels and we can be stuck like that for years and years and years and see that there's no progress, and it can really make us feel that we are stuck like this for the rest of our lives. But if we're able to like deal with the core issue and understand how it works, we'll be able to overcome our anxiety and give us back power and control in our lives. If you are ready in healing your anxiety and have a much deeper understanding of what you're experiencing and what you are going through and how to stop anxiety dead in its tracks, I created a course specifically to help people to overcome their anxiety. The link is down below. You can check it out. As well, I am coming out with a live event coming soon. We're going to have me as the host, coaching a group of people. And the reason why I want to do it with a group of people, because everybody can work together. It's going to be through Zoom. So everybody can work together and help each other out in achieving the goal and overcoming our anxiety. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and please leave a 5-star review. This helps me to reach more people. And the more people that I can reach, the more people we can actually help. Because again, my mission in this world is to help people in overcoming their anxiety. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.